Hey everybody, this is Peter with Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today I'm coming to you with another unboxing. We've got something new in the mail, and it is again from Free League Publishing. You'll remember that we had taken a look previously at their Alien the Role-Playing Game starter set. Well, now we have the Alien the Role-Playing Game Destroyer of Worlds. This is if you think about it as like a D&D hardcover adventure. So the whole adventure is in there. It's everything that you need to run the game. This is similar. It is a cinematic scenario in the Alien RPG world for you to run as a game. So you have campaigns that can go on for months to years if you want. And when you play the Alien RPG, there are two styles of play. There's cinematic play, and then there's also campaign play. Well, this is meant as a cinematic play, and the idea there is that it's supposed to reflect the feel of watching one of the Alien movies. And so it can be played. I think the idea in the book, it says anyways, that the cinematic playthroughs are supposed to be more of a one shot, or maybe just a couple of evenings. You're going to be playing the same characters. There's high probability of player character death, because again, it's set in this horror sci-fi world with the xenomorphs chasing you down and all sorts of crazy stuff that happens in the Alien movies. So this one is the Destroyer of Worlds, which is written by Andrew E.C. Gaska, who also wrote the cinematic adventure that is in the starter set, Chariot of Gods, I think, something like that. And Destroyer of Worlds is supposed to be a tenuous continuation of that storyline. It's not meant to be really played by the same characters, I don't think. And my understanding is that when you read through the adventure itself, there's only this slight connection between the two, but you do not have to have played one to play the other. It's its own thing. So you can get this at your local game stores. You can order this online through Free League Publishing. Pretty much anywhere you're going to buy your game stuff online or in person, you should be able to at least either find it or request it through your store if you want to. But I haven't opened this up yet. We're going to open it up. We're going to see what all is inside here. And I know that there's the adventure, but I'm not sure everything else that might be in there. And again, I tell you, you pick up one of the Alien RPG boxes, one of these boxes from Free League Publishing. These things are hefty. It's a bit thinner. We can go ahead and compare it real quick to the Alien RPG starter set. You can obviously see that one is thicker than the other, but this is still a pretty hefty product. And it feels like it's got a lot going on inside. So let's jump in there and see what all's there. So very nice. All right. So everything, again, plastic baggies. Everything's in its own nice plastic bag. But we've got story cards. And these are going to come into play as the players go through this adventure. Open that up real quick. So yeah, story cards and personal agendas. Now, personal agendas, from what we've talked about previously when we took a look at the Alien RPG, every character is going to have their personal agendas. And sometimes these agendas they won't mesh. They'll go against each other. So there's the possibility in Alien RPG for even some interpersonal conflict between party members in this game, which is it feels counterintuitive to a lot of the role-playing games that I've played in the past, but I think it's a fun idea, and it's something that I'm looking forward to getting into a little bit more when I get to play this. So each character, as they play, it says here, it's got their so it's got their character name here. It says Agenda Act 3 or Agenda Act 1. And again, acts, because this is a cinematic scenario where it's going to feel kind of like a movie. So like a film or whatever, you're going to go through arcs of the story. And each, the story will have acts. And as they go through, I'm sure it's going to let us know in the book, when do you give these agenda cards to the players who are playing in your game. At what point do they get them? They read them, they figure out. I mean, I'll just give you a little spoiler, everybody, a little spoiler here. Let's find one from Act 1. So here we go. Mason's Agenda, Act 1. The Euphora nightmares won't stop haunting you. You can't cope with being alone and must stay close to a fellow Marine at all times. So this is letting them know, your agenda for right now in Act 1, you've got to stay next to one of the other Marines in your platoon, in your party. And if they don't, then as the person running the game, there's the possibility of me knowing that they're going against their agenda. Maybe there's the possibility that they'll gain some stress. And again, in the Alien game, stress is a factor. There's stress dice that ups their senses, but also ups the possibility for some critical failures to happen. So those are the agenda cards. We've also got story cards here, all sorts of different stuff here. Yeah, so there's some stuff about, infections, under influence, acid reflux. I'm not going to give too many spoilers there, but there's some stuff that will get handed out again to the players or read off by the game mother, the GM of the Alien game, to the players as they play along. We've got more personal agenda cards in this bag here. So let's see here. Yep. Handful more of the personal agenda cards, so those can all kind of stay together rather than be in two separate bags. Put them in the same bag when we put it back in. But then we've also got character cards, and on the back it gives you again their strength, their agility, their wit, their empathy. It's those 4 core things for their characters. It gives their health. It gives them some information, their skills, talents. Some of them have signature items. And so it lets you know what that is, lets you know their gear. And again, at the very bottom, it gives you their personal agenda. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 character cards here that could come into play, whether these are the cards for the players or whether these are the cards for the NPCs that the game mother would be running. I'm not 100% sure. My guess is, though, these are probably for the players. And my understanding is whatever characters are left over that the players aren't playing, those are then NPCs that the game mother can control. And then this is something fun again that I almost wish other role-playing games would do something similar, but we've got weapons cards. And so up here on the front, it's got a picture of the weapon. Obviously, it's sci-fi. Most of these are laser guns, but it looks like we've also got some ships in here, some vehicles, which is fun. So yeah, we've got like a big tired vehicle, and looks like we've got some drop ships. And on the back of the cards, we have the information for those vehicles. So we've got their top speed, we've got armament, all sorts of good stuff on the backs of those. And again, I like the art. I like sci-fi art, so it's kind of fun to look at. It would not be, I don't think, an Alien, Free League Publishing Alien RPG set if it didn't come with a really decent sized map. Heck, these things are big. So we've got, this says Fort Nebraska Ammunition Depot and Weapons Testing Facility. Nice big map here. And then if we flip it over on the backside, we've got Aristarchus, United America's Colony, and it shows you a map of that with, again, Fort Nebraska down here at the bottom, and kind of overview. So these would be able to be laid out on the table for the players to view so they can kind of see, envision where it is that they are playing the game. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Got lots more stuff, guys. Lots more stuff. This is, again, dense box. There's no wasted space in these boxes. They fill them up with lots of good stuff. So we got a couple more maps. These are a little bit smaller. I have Oblivion, Marshall Station. So again, areas in the game that the players will be playing. We've got, so we've got player mats. So again, for everybody, once they have their characters inside each of these boxes, the starter set in this one, they've got pre-made character sheets with their main attributes and stats, information about the characters themselves. And then I love this on the back. On the back, it comes with art for each of the characters. It comes with, again, their agendas, some information about the characters themselves. all sorts of really good stuff. And there are a ton of those. I'm assuming at least 9, like the other cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So they've got all of these in here as well. You can hand these out to your players. I would probably end up laminating these because I'm that person. I don't want it to get all messed up. I want it to be used multiple times. So I'd end up laminating. And there's a couple areas here where you're going to track your health and your stress level and all of those things, critical injuries that might come into play. And I just would give them like dry erase markers that they could then write on the lamination itself. That way it's still usable, but it's not going to get destroyed after one play. So that's the player mats. We got the, the other maps here. So, this is more. There are more maps. And then, and again, the maps, just so you all know, so like this is like some kind of like flimsy paper for the player cards, but you can, it's a denser material. It's thick. It's not cardboard. But this is heavy duty. Like this is going to stand up for quite a bit of use, I would think. And then the weight of the box, like the really hefty bit, is the book. Like this is, again, a cinematic adventure, but this isn't light. Like they're giving you a good amount of material. This is 88 pages worth of material. So lots of really good stuff in here. Again, written by Andrew Gaska, who wrote the other adventure in the starter set box. But this is Destroyer of Worlds is a complete cinematic scenario for the Alien role-playing game. It requires either the Alien RPG core book or the box starter set to play. In this scenario, players take the roles of colonial marines. The scenario is designed for 3 to 5 players, plus the game mother, and it's a gauntlet of one hell after another. Expect it to take at least 3 sessions to complete. Okay, there you go. Right there at the front of the book of the adventure, it tells you it's going to take you at least 3 sessions to probably play this game to get your way through this cinematic adventure. But it's broken down really, really well for you in here, it looks like. Go ahead and jump to that very beginning page again. So let's see here. Yeah, lots of good stuff. Again, it's going to explain the locations, the scenario. It's going to explain everything that the players are going to run into. It's got a space in here for non-player character information. So again, you're going to be the game mother. If you're the game mother, you're going to be assigning characters, or your players will choose characters to play. The leftover characters are going to end up being your non-player characters that you're going to control, and everybody's going to have their agendas. Everything's going to go into it, but this has everything that you've seen out here and the cards and the maps. It's all also duplicated inside this book for the game mother to read ahead of time to prepare for the game itself. But this looks awesome as well, and I'm sad to say I still have yet to play. I know that I'm going to end up being the game mother for the game that I'm going to be in. I'm going to be running the game eventually. Haven't had a chance to do that just yet. I'm really hoping to get back to being in person with people so that we can play this game in person rather than online, if at all possible. But having the starter set, getting excited by that, already getting now another adventure from Free League Publishing is making me even more excited to get a chance to play this game. And every time I open up one of their boxes, I see everything that's inside, the quality that they put into it, the time that they put into it, makes me even more excited to play this game. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing. Again, it's got the book, it's got multiple maps, it's got the player sheets, it's got personal agenda cards, character cards, vehicle cards, weapons cards. It's got everything you need in this box to play this cinematic adventure, except you also then, like it said in the book, you're going to need either the core book for Alien, the RPG, or you're going to need the starter set, which comes with some of the rules in it as well. I hope you enjoyed, like I said, this unboxing. Hopefully this has maybe enticed you to want to play the Alien RPG from Free League Publishing. They have so many great games, though. Morkborg, they've got Tales from the Loop, they've got After the Flood. They've got tons of games coming out of Free League Publishing, all of them super high quality games, lots of information, tons of support that they're bringing more and more stuff out. And again, this is just one of the games that they are currently putting out. And I can't wait to see more of what they're going to be doing. I'm super excited for the Lord of the Rings, the One Ring RPG that I know they kickstarted a little while ago. And I'm also excited to know that they've just successfully kickstarted Symbaroum for 5th edition. So they've already got their own game, Symbaroum, with a world. They wanted to take that world, make it available to people playing other role-playing game systems. So they took that setting, created the setting to go into the 5th edition rule set. So again, tons of great things coming out from Free League Publishing. And this is just a little bit. And I'm really loving the look and the feel of the Alien RPG. Can't wait to play it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, look at all the other videos that we're putting out. We do unboxings, we do reviews of board games, we do the podcast, that we put out every other week. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, check us out. You can go to tabletopgamingguild.com. That's our website. And again, I'm Peter. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. And until we talk again, keep on playing games.